Show. I'm gonna have like right here. There's gonna be like a bunch of like air horns.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, they're all gonna be added in post. So we can't.
So I messed it up by doing it pre.
Can you imagine them real quick?
I'm closing my eyes.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Imagining.
I don't know what song I'm gonna play yet. But
you should play "Imagine" by John Lennon.
Yeah.
Imagine all the people.
We could sing it right now.
We could. We don't have to.
Imagine Caleb was straight.
I couldn't if I tried.
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
Well, folks, welcome to the Janie Danger Show. Welcome to the seminal. That's not the right word. The first. Seminal mean first?
No, I don't think it does.
Is that a
seminal means like
tribe?
I think seminal means it happens multiple times, is reoccurring. So hopefully it's seminal.
Welcome to the Florida Seminoles podcast, where I have Caleb Townsend, a writer, comedian, and CEO of the satirical news website manfacts.org.
We're the only news source made entirely by men for men.
By men for men. You heard that right. You heard that right from the man himself.
Himself.
And yeah, I'm trying to introduce you.
You're doing great.
I'm doing great. Have I said anything wrong yet?
No.
No.
My fiance says I'm not funny, so comedian. Some people would disagree with, but
do you want? Okay.
Keep it in.
A lot of comedians aren't funny.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm like Jeff Dunham because I'm not funny.
That was gonna be the same example.
It's the perfect example for a comedian who's not funny.
He's not very funny. But Caleb Townsend, my guest today on the first ever Zoomy Kathy. What the fuck is the matter with me? The first Janie Danger podcast. We're editing that in post.
We're rolling.
We're editing that in post. This is all getting.
I'm
posted.
not editing it. I don't edit.
I'm editing.
Good.
I'm posting.
Edit it in post.
Yeah. So Caleb also hosts a podcast called The Zoomy Kathys, where him and his friends discuss cartoons. And they've been trying to find one that is like not created by a pedophile. And they've made it like 70 episodes so far and haven't had any luck.
It's hard. It's really hard.
But Caleb.
There's a really good one, Ren and Stimpy. I've
Caleb
heard about.
Townsend. Well, welcome to the danger zone.
I'm on a highway to it.
Janie noises.
I'm so honored to be here.
I have some questions for you.
Yeah, ask away.
So that's gonna be like the format of this. I'm kind of guinea pigging you, but like
Yeah.
We're gonna play some games.
We're
gonna ask some questions. Right now, we're in the question.
We're in the question zone.
Yeah.
How does the question zone differ from the danger zone? I'm just trying to help you develop.
It's all the danger zone.
Oh, we're in the danger zone the entire time.
The whole time.
Second, you hit record.
Yeah, no. Before I said we were in the danger zone.
I was wondering why there was knives just hanging above me.
Yeah.
They don't look tied very tight.
It's
so
dangerous.
I feel it's dangerous.
It's not safe.
That man over there with a gun pointing it at me. Yeah. I was hoping a flag would come out and it'd just say bang, but it might be real.
It might be real.
It's the danger zone.
If you look closely, his dick's out.
Oh yeah, I thought that was another gun, but honestly, this is worse.
He's jacking off to you.
Well, thank you. Pay me money, Cash App. I don't even have Cash App.
He asked me this question.
Yeah.
He said, now we're gonna start off with some light stuff.
Yeah.
Caleb, what are some of your favorite slurs, and how would you use them in a sentence?
Oh my God, yeah, that's a really I get tired of asking this because anytime I've interviewed, it's just the question everyone asks me.
Yeah.
Back and forth and back and forth. I feel like this is pretty much a cop-out, but Cracker is, like, really funny. It's
good.
really funny because, like, people are like, oh, it's because they're white. It's like, no, it's because, like, white people are very dry and pasty, just inherently. They're very...
We're a very crackly people.
Yeah, and they love wading around in soup.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect slur.
It's not one of my favorite. It's can I tell you my favorite? Can I say it? It's
Yes.
The B slur.
The B slur.
Booger.
Booger, right. I feel like cunt's a pretty good word.
Yeah,
like, but
I don't. It's good. Cunt has more utility though. It's not just like it is a slur for like women, but
Yeah.
it's also like a.
the context behind it's like mortifying. Like because
What's the context?
so I used to like in
Give
like
me a history lesson. On the
yeah,
word
in
cunt.
college I would say it and I would be like, oh well, Australian people say it, and everyone would be like, that's
We
not
all
a
went
good.
through that phase in college.
Yeah, of course. But it's a cunt referred to a sheath that you would put a sword in, and the idea was that a woman's vagina was just there to hold a sword.
What?
And that's like what the
like sword as in a cock? Or
yeah, the sword being the metaphor.
yeah,
so which
yeah.
is like that's when you put it in that context, it's like, oh yeah, that's a terrible thing to call a woman.
Yeah,
It's
no.
heinous.
Yeah, that's gross. And plus, like I have swords in my ass all the time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of my magic show is they put me in a box, but then they just open up the box and then just put a sword in my ass.
That's
kind of wiggle it
cool.
around.
That's
I don't know why
cool.
the box is even there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So does that? It's Excalibur, right? Does that have like a different kind of meaning now?
I think most words just evolve to.
No,
mean
I mean
something.
like the story, like pulling the sword. Like,
oh, the sword and the stone.
is it like his cock from the only pussy that
It's
he's
him,
the only one who
it's
could like.
him finally severing his mother issues. I think he's
Right.
like breaking free from the
Yeah.
eternal womb.
That's good.
Yeah. I think
That's
that's
good.
what I like to think Excalibur is about.
That's a good place to end on.
On slurs, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me some of your favorite Lindsay Ellis tweets.
Ooh. Oh my God. There was one that blew me away with how weird and dense it was. It was her dunking on something that was very popular, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but I believe. Oh, it was about the Prince of Egypt, and she had this just incredible.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No. That's the Prince of Persia.
God damn it.
You're racist, but that's fine. You're allowed to be racist in your
Well,
first.
I already said my slur.
In your first 1 to 10 episodes of a podcast, you can just get away with that because
I said the B slur.
Yeah, booger. I said it too.
Oh my God.
No, I'm feeling bad
Oh my
today.
God, this isn't even your show.
Lindsay
Can you come in here
Ellis
talking
and
hate speech?
hey Jamie, can you pull up that tweet?
Jamie, pull up that tweet of
Jamie.
Lindsay Ellis.
There's no one named Jamie in this room. She was making some bizarre point
Joe Rogan
about
thing.
how
That was so obvious. Why did I say that?
yeah, no,
That
people understood the joke. I
They
think.
did.
About how Prince of I almost said Prince of Persia. How Prince of Egypt is like a terrible movie that like advocates like genocide.
What the fuck is the Prince
because
of Egypt?
It's the story of
Jake Gyllenhaal.
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. No, it's a biblical story, and it has to do with like the plagues.
like a Moses thing.
Yeah, it shows the plagues, and so they have like a
Ah.
take where she was like, it's like a weird pro-genocide movie because they kill all the first, and it's like it's an adaptation of the Bible. Like I'm sorry, it was like a really weird, deranged tweet that just kind of I didn't really understand what she was trying to do. I don't know. It'd be like kind of like being like, yeah, like I saw the story of Jesus and it was like pretty violent. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Her other one, of course, I loved her follow-up tweet to the Movie Bob controversy where she was like, I'm not gonna hold myself responsible for this pile-on, and it's like, no, you were responsible for it. You like,
Oh, when
Movie Bob was like, hey, I'm friends with you too, and she was like, bro, you're like actually really creepy. It was like funny because it's like I'm sure Movie Bob's like weird around people
Absolutely.
and like
Movie
that
Bob,
kind of.
come on the pod.
Yeah.
Clear your name if you're
Yeah.
not.
But like the way that BreadTube works inherently, it's hard to not see it as like Movie Bob. It's hard for me to not visualize it as a high school and Movie Bob going to the cool kids table, and
Where
then
he's not
Lindsay Ellis
invited.
is just like, you
Yeah.
can't sit with us because you're weird and sad, which fair, but yeah. So those are my two favorite Lindsay Ellis tweets.
That's cool. Well, speaking of tweets, on September 11th, 2016,
Yes.
you tweeted out, I am so glad I'm not gay. If I was gay, I would fucking kill myself. Hashtag Jill Stein for president.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that real quick?
Yeah,
Can you
absolutely.
comment on that?
So as someone who is bisexual, I
Uh-huh.
don't feel that I should contribute to bi erasure. And
Okay.
if I was to be gay, that would be a big
That
part of
would-
that bi erasure.
That you'd be erasing
I'd be erasing my own
a
identity.
bi person. Off
Yeah,
the
literally.
road.
Jill
Yeah.
Stein for president. I was taking a lot of Ambien at that time. I thought Jill Stein was Elizabeth Warren.
Oh yeah, because you're a misogynist.
Well, no, because she kept saying she had a plan, but her only plan seemed to be to get vaccines out of the hands of children.
Okay.
It was like,
Yeah.
it's a plan. She's not wrong.
It is
It's not a good plan,
It's
but
a
it is a
plan.
plan
Yeah.
objectively.
It is a plan.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Real quick, tell me some of your favorite orbs.
Orbs?
Yeah.
Are orbs part of Sonic? I'm trying to think of any orbs.
No, that's rings.
That's rings. Orbs. I like Roy.
Fake gamer alert.
I like Roy Orbison. He did the song
Oh,
"Crying
yeah. Roy
Over
Orbison's
You."
cool.
They used it at the end of Gummo, very famously.
Yes, and
Um,
David Lynch and
Mhm.
in Blue Velvet, right?
Yeah.
He did. He does the song they sing in Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I also like Jerry Orbach. He was on Law and Order, and he donated his eyes. John
Uh-huh.
Mulaney has a great bit about it. But
Donated his eyes.
he donated his eyes
for
and
Law
so-
and Order.
No, not for Law and Order. Just like
Eyes are orbs.
after he died. Eyes are. Oh, if eyes are orbs, then like.
No, you know what?
Yeah, you're gonna get on
no,
me. I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
be
am
like,
getting
yeah,
out of hand.
Kirsten Dunst's eyes are piercing. I love them.
Kirsten Dunst's eyes could be orbs.
Yeah.
An orb to me personally, it's like it's beguiling.
Yeah.
And Kirsten Dunst was
the
in
Beguiled's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's Sofia Coppola's like unsung. People don't talk about that one.
I like the Saudi Arabian like orb that like Trump was
Oh,
touching.
that yeah.
That's
That
good.
was a very good
This
orb
is
in
a very
history.
like dated thing by now.
Yeah,
that was like
that's
10
fine.
years ago, but that was cool.
That was cool. That was like the coolest Trump has been.
Come on, man. It was very cool.
It was
but,
very
like, I don't know
cool.
if we could pick like
I don't know, him just balling out, orbing out with some world leaders.
yeah, that's
like
true,
pretty
man.
cool. Like
That's
every other
true.
time he's with a world leader, he would just like sneeze on his hands and then like try to give him a handshake or like just cut in front of them. This was
Yeah.
like he was like pretty cool. He was like, yeah, like
I like being cut in front of people.
that was
pretty
fun.
cool.
I
Yeah.
do that at the grocery store all the time.
Yeah.
It's very not even in lines. Just like someone will reach for something, I'll cut in front and grab. Like that's my minstrel soup. Minstrel soup.
Minstrel.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it, so I'm
I was not gonna
coming
say
ahead.
that.
Don't lie to me.
I
we're,
was not.
we're too good of friends for this.
I thought of another orb, but I just forgot it. It was a good fucking orb though, but I guess it wasn't like that good. You got any more orbs?
I can't think of any more orbs.
Oh, I remembered it. Those it's like a. Is it called a Tesla coil? The
Tesla
shit that like it's electric and you touch it and all the electric stuff like goes to your finger.
I like those. I know.
You know what I'm
I don't
talking
know the
about?
name of it, but I know exactly. I have one of those at my
I
house.
would classify that as an orb.
Well, that's cool. Bill Nye the Science Guy probably has like one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
What are some accusations you want to make?
Ooh. Oh, thank you so much for giving me the platform to do this. I have
That's
a
what
few.
I'm here for.
Jeff Goldblum gets his kicks off of shitting on and getting shit on by women, which changes the
Shit,
context.
shit? Like-
shit, feces,
Okay.
glass table shit, breaking the glass tables, glass ceiling.
Breaking the glass
It
toilet.
really changes both the Tim and Eric movie and Jurassic Park.
Both
so that's
very
first one.
heavy shit movies.
Yeah, very heavy shit movies. Chris Pratt has a sex dungeon, and that's why Anna Faris
Is
left.
that true?
Oh,
you're
it's
making
an accusation.
accusations.
It's an accusation.
It's an accusation. It doesn't have to be true
It
necessarily.
doesn't have to be true. Some of these, I'm doing the two truths and a lie thing though. So some of these are definitely true. Some of these are not true. I'm not telling you which one's
not
true right
telling
now.
us?
Not right now.
Okay.
I might tell you off mic
We'll leave
later.
that. We'll leave that up.
We'll
to
leave
the
that up to
audience
you.
to decide.
My third accusation, and I feel like rule of three is I should only get three. Really, is
You can do as many as you want.
I'm gonna keep it to three. I can't say I think because then I'm telling you which is the lie. So now I have to think of a true one. Oh, yeah, it's obvious. Pete Buttigieg is CIA asset.
Oh yeah.
He's a CIA asset.
Yeah.
He
Well,
was
I
just
think
planted
that's like
in.
literally true.
Yeah, no,
Like I
that's
don't
a true
even think
one.
that's. I mean, yeah, we are accusing him of it.
We're accusing
but I think
it.
that's like pretty verifiably true.
Uh-huh.
Can I give you more?
Yeah,
of my
give me some accusations.
Just like relating to that. I was mentioning this the other night, and I've said this before, but like I believe Alex Jones is a CIA agent.
So are you referring to the theory that he's an operative to say outlandish things to make people not believe in genuine conspiracies?
Yes. Yeah.
I see. You was the other one.
That's it. And it's because also like I remember when I was a kid and I was watching like Loose Change and like Zeitgeist and shit like that. Alex Jones I mean, from what I remember, I didn't like watch him all the time, but he would spit, dude. He was talking about how like they're lying to us. There's no WMDs in Iraq. They just want the war machine. Blah blah blah. And like
he was like a libertarian at one point.
He was a libertarian for sure. But he was right about a lot of that shit. Like he was right. Like they were lying us into Iraq. It was fucking like,
absolutely.
Military-industrial complex shit. Like he would talk about police like militarization and like NSA spying and stuff. And then like around like the Obama years, there's just a noticeable switch there.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the responsible among us, which is not you and I, but the responsible among us would be that he's a grifter, and so he changed to kind of keep it up. But honestly, so what you're saying about Jones, I think about Caitlin Bennett, honestly.
No,
she
CIA?
seems so not CIA, but I think she is like funded by some liberal think tank to like take, because she like almost fucked up Charlie Kirk's entire operation by like splitting away from him during the diaper debacle. Are you aware of that one? And it's not the shit or pants one, it's a different one.
No.
So Charlie Kirk had a protest at a college where he and a few other people dressed up as like literal infants in like a crib and were like, oh, we're liberals on a safe space.
I remember
and
that.
Caitlin Bennett just went in this huge like, this is embarrassing, fuck you guys. So she like left Liberty Hangout. I think she is like an anti-libertarian op trying to like destroy them, and she regularly just goes and self-owns and then posts like unedited videos of her getting decimated.
I know that, but honestly, like I feel like people who are like actually fans of her, they're probably so dumb that they watch that and they're like, oh, these people, he just admitted to being a socialist, dude. And it's like, even if like a gay person or a socialist or whatever, like, or a Black Lives Matter protester, like anything, even if they straight up owned her to her face, like in every way, her audience would just like the fact that they're a BLM protester. They're like,
oh, they're little
idiot.
They're little piggies.
BLM.
They love it. Yeah.
He likes the bacon, lettuce, mayo.
The bacon, lettuce, mayo.
Yeah. So that's some good accusations. That's something to work with.
Yeah.
How do you balance work and family?
Well, I neglect my family and then blow off work. I get
Well, that's balanced then if you just do neither.
I do neither. I get piss drunk at about 10 a.m. I turn on.
You woke up at. No, you woke up early in that.
I woke up early than that. I get piss drunk at 10 a.m. I watch American Dragon Jake Long, but only season 2, for a few hours until I can kind of be coherent again. I will text out like a very typo-filled email to my boss and be like, I can't come into work. My tire got sick. And they'll be like, oh, cool. You don't work here anymore. And I'll be like, Never did, buddy. No, and genuine. I found that structure is very good for me. So I've been, especially during pandemic, and I don't want to be like, oh, pandemic was great for me, because it sucked. But to keep from going insane, I learned to schedule out my day pretty tightly. So like, I get my shit. I do that reward system. It's so easy.
Yeah,
just
I
be
wish
like,
I did that.
if I write through, like, because I do freelancing, if I write through this many articles, then I get to do this thing. If I write through this many, I get to do this thing. Then I plan something in like a day, and then I'm like, oh, I get to do this day of work, and then I have the cool thing. It works well enough, and I found that particularly. If I know this is like good advice, which is I don't think that's what we're trying to trade in right now.
Spit, dude.
But generally, I find that I have that ADHD. I can't finish anything, so I don't finish things in one day. I will rotate through productive. So it's like if I'm writing and I start to be like, oh, I hate this, I'll go on a walk and like exercise a bit, and then I'll come back to it and be good. Or I'll like clean something, and my little baby goopy goober brain can like deal with doing different productive things, and then over the course of the day or week I can get most everything done on my docket. I don't know, it's just like people are, find
that's how you balance work.
And then
how do you balance family?
Well, the family, I like do it's like the reward for the work usually. It's like doing fun things. I'm easy. I have a fiance and pets, so it's like if I had kids, this whole system would go out of whack, and I'd just be like mainlining ketamine while trying to figure out.
What if I told you I had a child here for you today?
Child here for me today?
Yeah.
I'd be impressed by how silent they've been all day.
I don't, but I was just wondering.
I'd be what age?
Like 6.
So I've always wanted to take a kid.
You wouldn't like ask where I got it, or
no? Well, I'm just saying.
No,
I'm trying to elucidate your question. I would take a kid, and from the ages of like 6 to 8, homeschool the kid, show that kid Clockwork Orange every day for 3 years, and then just boom, release them into the public school system and see what happens.
That's cool.
Because then we can finally get to the bottom of, did Stanley Kubrick film the moon landing?
9/11. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a fun experiment.
I would love to dogtooth a kid.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to dogtooth a kid, but have it be more cat oriented.
If it was like, like totally like to ethically dogtooth. Like maybe if we could dogtooth an android. And for the audience at home, we're referencing the Yorgos Lanthimos film Dogtooth. Just
I think,
in case you didn't get that, Jamie, pull up the movie.
Yeah, that movie's great. I think Dogtooth. I think in a way we do Dogtooth. That's like the point of the movie, is that we pretty much do dog.
Yeah,
like
true.
Public school is like ethically dogtoothing kids in a way, or like church and like that. I know that's like a r/I'm 14 just discovered atheism point, but like it's all about conditionings and family structures.
They're trying to dogtooth our kids with critical race theory.
They are trying to dogtooth their kids with they're trying to dogtooth their kids with cancel culture.
The 6919 project to dogtooth them.
They canceled the Muppets, and by canceled I mean they put the entire run of it up on a platform and then added 2 seconds of screen at the beginning. Classic cancel.
Yeah, that's super canceled.
God, there's gonna be some conservative like James Wood action movie where like there's a scene at the end where James Wood points a gun at like the villain who's like a liberal, and he goes, "I'm canceling you. You're canceled."
That's good.
And that would be the name of the movie.
He pulls a gun out of his stomach, pussy,
and it's like a gun that has like that Blue Lives Matter flag decal on it. Yeah. I'm canceling you.
I'm canceling the cancel.
Who cancels the cancelers?
Who cancels the cancelers, motherfucker? That's what it's called, the cancel.
The Watchmen, but every character is played by Caitlyn Jenner, and it's called Who Cancels the Cancelers? Because didn't she have that thing? She was like, "Oh, we're canceling cancel culture." Or like we're canceling on woke. We're waking people up, which that's what woke means.
No, we're waking up the woke. Which, and we're canceling cancel culture.
She should have said put them to sleep.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. That's good. Can I guess your address?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. I can give you like 3 hints too if you want. I can really try to see if you can guess it.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
They're gonna be. I'm not editing this out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
People can.
I'm not gonna give you that obvious, but if you get, I'm gonna get you at least in the right direction.
Hey, if someone in the audience,
this is a tightrope. No net on the Janie putting the danger in the Janie Danger podcast.
Drop Caleb's address in the comment section.
Jamie, pull up Caleb's address.
Jamie.
All right, so it's 5 numbers.
Wow. That's a lot.
There's a temperature involved in the name, and there is a body of water involved in it. And if you get it, you can keep it in because that's still vague. That's still going to be very hard to do.
It's fucking
Give me your guess. I gave you 3 good hints.
It's Fahrenheit 69 911 Street.
Oh my God, you got it! Oh, you ruined my life. People are gonna be coming. They're gonna be asking me if that James Wood movie is coming out.
They're gonna
soon.
be leaving like pictures of like.
They're gonna be like, "Is that Jeff Goldblum thing true?" And
What?
I'm gonna be like, "Watch Jurassic Park and judge for yourself."
What's the shit he did in Bowling for Columbine where he like left the pictures? He's like, you got to deal with this. They died.
Was Jeff Gold? Oh, I thought you meant
No,
Jeff
not Jeff-
Goldblum
no.
in Bowling. No, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Wait, no, Mike Myers.
Do
of
you
Wayne's
hate
World fame.
President George Bush, baby? We don't want this war, baby.
Yeah, no, Michael Moore would definitely yell George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah, he would. He'd be right.
Yeah, Mike Myers and Michael Moore together instead
George
of Kanye.
Bush doesn't care
about black people, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
That's good. Well, let's talk about peppers.
Let's talk about peppers. I love peppers, actually.
We ate some peppers today.
Yeah, we did. They're
had some
very good.
peppers
You're a
for
wonderful
breakfast.
cook.
Thank you.
During quarantine, one of my like stupid things that I was like, I like need things to look like movies and socializing. The 2 things I care about got canceled, so I was like, I need new things. So my fiance got me the Hot Ones lineup of hot peppers, the hot sauces.
The hot sauce. Oh, I've had the regular like the.
Have you had the
standard-
bomb?
The Hot Ones hot sauce, and it was really good.
It's very good, but so I
It's,
got
like,
into like
sweet. I like
spicy
that.
stuff. So I've been like just trying to.
Oh,
like,
you've been going through a hot sauce guy phase?
Yeah, I'm a hot sauce guy. You know, I skipped the IPA phase thing, so I feel justified
Hot
to
sauce
have
is
this. Like,
better.
it's better
I
because it's
love
like
hot sauce.
then you can just have like foods that like your foreign friends make you and not be like, oh,
Yeah.
this man,
Oh my god, I know people who like they will not eat spicy food. Like it's so annoying.
My brother-in-law is from India, and we've been able to bond because he's like, you're like the member of the family that I can like make curry that's like actually like the temperature I like it and like eat it and not be like, oh, I'm like guzzling milk the entire time.
I have a funny story where like with my first girlfriend, I was at her house kind of like close to the holidays, and her mom she was like Jamaican, and her mom made some like, I don't remember what it was, but it was really fucking spicy. And probably now if I ate it, it wouldn't be like that crazy, but back then it was like, and like she had like a bathroom in her kitchen. You know? Like it was like, you know, not open, but like it was like right there. And I seriously took like 5 bites of this shit, and it was just like,
yeah.
And it was really gross because my body wasn't. My parents barely use salt, dude.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Why do people lightly fan the side of their cheek when something's spicy? I can't imagine it helps.
No, of course not.
I don't get what.
Or like
Their tongue, maybe.
It's funny.
I could see
when I worked at this shitty gentrified taco place that fuck you if you're listening to this.
Fuck any gentrified taco place.
Fuck that place. But yeah,
there's a place in Baltimore called Urban Barbecue, and I'm so mad at it's like in like the most like John Hopkins area, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yuck. Anyway,
continue.
I always had a bunch of customers like come up when they would ask about the menu. They'd be like, "Is that the green toss? Is it?" They like what they wouldn't say the word hot. Like they'd treat it like it's like a bad word, and they just
weird.
Be like, "Is it?" And they're like doing what you just said.
They'd
like
fan their cheek.
Mouth, like, is the beef? Is it like?
It's like, is it orgasming in a gahe face?
Yeah.
Like, I hope not.
Do you need a Chinese fan to?
Yeah, absolutely. This is, by the way, a pro hand fan podcast.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that later.
Well, I love peppers.
Peppers are so good. Honestly, if you're not salt and peppering your food.
Oh yeah, black pepper.
Like that's the base you should do for any food.
It's a great pepper. It's a great Ween album.
I like that. Yeah, I like that one.
My favorite Ween album.
I'm a big fan of Ghost Peppers, but I don't think I actually like the flavor of Ghost. Oh, it's the one that has it's just waving my dick in the wind played backwards 19 times in a row.
Oh, well,
it's very progressive.
Sounds good.
It's progressive, both that very it's a prog rock and it's done a lot for the culture.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I got into Ween this year. They're really good.
Yeah, they do the loop de loop and pull SpongeBob song, and that's pretty awesome.
I don't know that.
You do the
I know
loop de
Ocean
loop
Man.
and pull, and your shoes are looking. It's the episode where SpongeBob learns to tie his shoes.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yeah, and they do that
That's
song.
Ween?
Yeah, that's Ween.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a lot of music for SpongeBob.
Isn't Ocean Man on the movie soundtrack?
Yeah, it plays in the credits.
Yeah.
The other one
They didn't make it for SpongeBob. It's on the mollusk.
Yeah. The other one I love. This is a very quick SpongeBob detour, but you know that episode where SpongeBob takes Pearl to the prom? And he has to be her date.
I know.
And they have that. You do the sponge, you do the sponge.
Uh-huh.
That's Dwarves, the band that does Everybody's Girl and has that album Goat Whore. They're very crude, violent.
Heard of them.
Yeah, and the SpongeBob always managed to pull in bizarre. Like Nickelodeon doesn't do stunt casting of any kind back in that day. They used almost always stock music, like songs that would be called like Roundabout or like Life's Like That sometimes, but they would just have like they would just have like Dwarves and Ween, like season 2 even, just like come down and like record these like bangers for this like show that was, we don't need to tell the audience what SpongeBob is.
But at the time, they didn't realize it was going to be like this cultural phenomenon.
Well, that's what makes it weirder to me.
Yeah, I know.
Is that they got those, that they got.
Maybe that kind of.
Maybe Ween wasn't that big though, too. Or maybe they were just
Ween
fans
was like
of
a big
it.
like underground band.
Maybe they were just fans of SpongeBob and were like, yeah, we want to be part of this.
People who knew about shit like Sonic Youth or like the Pixies, like those bands are like, they're not big, like they don't really play on the radio, but like if you know them, you know them. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, if you have your ear to the ground just a little bit for like something slightly under the mainstream, then yeah, you know about like Ween.
I love doing that because my my
that.
Spotify daily mixes suck, so I just go out, put my ear in the ground, and kind of see what everyone else is playing on their radios.
Listen to the Worms.
Yeah.
So if you like this is true. If you press your ear to the ground like really hard, you can hear China like all the way from across the world.
That's awesome.
Like all the way through the dirt.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me. I honestly like really.
The build up to this is making me very nervous because I feel like you're about to be like, so Caleb, what was your favorite genocide? This is a very cruel game you're playing. I love it.
It's not that big a deal. Can you explain this picture? Can you explain this picture?
Oh wow. For those listening, it's a for some reason very
tell them. Explain the picture.
It's for some reason a very out of focus me in a, for the rest of the picture, very in focus photo of Ghislaine Maxwell, and I'm wearing a gray long shirt and a vest with a bow tie and a fedora. And I'm holding a little mason jar of liqueur, and I'm toasted, and I'm a little bit of a front of Ghislaine Maxwell, a little bit off to the side, skewered almost, perhaps you could say. Perhaps I almost look unnaturally put in there. I don't know the word for this, but perhaps shopped in there. I feel like I'm shopped into this photo a little. But so it was Ghislaine's birthday, and I was hosting my 21st birthday, and Ghislaine was very excited. She was like, "Oh, my favorite thing is seeing a boy become a man." So she was like, "Come through, and you can have your weird Gatsby party." Gatsby was pretty big back then.
Yeah,
the movie had come out with Baz Luhrmann. Not with, he made it. The Leo one, the Leo Toby one. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie. Take that for better or for worse. But she decided to invite me to this party that, for some reason, in this photo doesn't have the decorations we had up, but they were there, and my friends and I laugh at this photo a lot because it's the last time I've worn a fedora, and certainly now I don't think that the Milady nice guy fedora discourse had fully taken bloom yet. Like at one point it was just a hat, like how Shrek was just once a movie. Like, it just once was a hat, and it was period appropriate. I look at it now.
You are, like, really defending the fedora more than you are being in a picture with Ghislaine Maxwell. Who,
I mean, that's the
raped
fedora is the problematic part.
children.
Well, I was a kid myself. I was but 20.
20.
I was 20. It was like 21. This is my 21st birthday.
So it's
I was
okay
a
to
victim.
do rape
No,
of
I was the
children?
victim. You're victim blaming me right now.
Oh, you're saying Ghislaine...
Ghislaine told me my favorite thing is watching a boy become a man, and then she stopped texting me right
but she
after.
didn't put you in the fedora. That was your own option.
That was my own option. I feel I have to own up to the things I did, and
Fair.
I didn't choose for Ghislaine Maxwell to throw this party for me, but I chose to wear that fedora.
That's a fair explanation.
That's my explanation.
That's fair. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
And by the way, Ghislaine, if you're listening, I gave you a copy of Edward Scissorhands a long time ago, and I get that you weren't that enthusiastic about watching it, but frankly, I just want it back. It's like after a year, it's been a decade. Just mail it to me if you're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I want it back. It's a good movie.
Hey, what about Baz Luhrmann?
Baz Luhrmann.
And he's just walking around saying booger and
the great
cunt all the time.
yeah. Booger Nights. He didn't make that movie. I was reaching. I was reaching for some. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Moulin Rouge.
I can think of. I can think of.
I don't know.
Moulin Rouge is one of his films. Yes. It's loud. Romeo plus Juliet was another one where they had guns, but they wrote the word swords on. It was very dumb.
I know some people like
Romeo plus Juliet.
Okay.
Jew's not a slur.
It's not.
But you can imagine some slurs.
What Baz Luhrmann would do with that.
It's like that Louis C.K. bit where it's like, bro, it's actually just as bad to imply a slur as it is to say a slur because, like, I don't know why I'm doing a bro voice for him.
For
but
Louis C.K.
For
That
Louis C.K.
honestly kind of sounded like him.
Like, because I'm putting the idea...
I'm Louis C.K. I'm going to jack off in front of you.
I'm putting the idea of the slur in your head, so it's just as bad. It's like... That's like the worst offense I've ever heard of. Like, if any other...
That was his take?
He had, in a stand-up, he had a thing about the N-word where he was like, yeah, if you say the N-word, then you should just say it because the context should be fine. You saying the N-word is putting it in your head and then making you say it in your head. That was his literal... That was, like, in his, like, acclaimed special.
He was doing a little scapegoaty thing because he says it.
Yeah, he says it, too.
Yeah.
It was, like, insane because no other, like, infraction. I couldn't be like, yo, saying I want to punch this person is just as bad as punching them because that puts the idea of punching into your head. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Yeah.
Man.
And it also, I like it because it implies that, like, the N-word's just floating around Louis C.K.'s head all the time.
Yeah. And he's got, like, there's, like, a pressure valve, and he's just got to get them out.
It's big PewDiePie energy. There's, like, those dudes that are just like, I slipped up, and it's like, I when I slip up, I've said some terrible things. I don't slip up and say the N-word. It does not. I don't stub my toe and just, like, pull out, like, obscure, like, 50s slurs. And, like,
That video is crazy because, like, I get very, very heated playing video games a lot.
Yeah.
And I've broken controllers, I've cursed, and just been really fucking mad. But, like, I've never just said a random racial slur.
It's hard. Like,
what the fuck?
No, it's coded into you if you slip up and say it. Like, you don't... like when you, no, it's we don't need to belabor. People have made this point before, but it's just it really bears repeating that it's such a funny point to try and make.
Yeah, true. I heard you're gonna be an extra in the Lil Xan movie.
Man, I am running through the Rolodex of Lil rappers and trying to remember which one Lil Xan. Is he dead? Is he one of the dead ones?
No. He made...
Lil Xan is still alive? That's incredible. Honestly, props to him that his name is Lil Xan and he's still alive.
No, he's one of the shittiest ones, so of course he's alive.
Did he do like
good ones die, usually.
I couldn't tell you who Lil Xan is. I don't think I know him.
He had that picture of... He had his girlfriend, he's like got his nose up to her. He dated Miley Cyrus's sister.
I didn't even know Miley Cyrus had a sister.
Noah Cyrus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I know a Cyrus.
But yes, I am going to be an extra in the Lil Xan. If you were wondering, yes, they called me. So I actually misunderstood entirely. I thought I was going to be an extra in a Xanax commercial. I thought I was going to be one of those people that like
for a little Xanax.
Well, see, I love Xanax commercials because they have a very innovative technique where the Claritin Clear commercials, it'll be blurry, and then they take a Claritin Clear
and it's clear.
But Xanax commercials work the opposite. Everything's clear, and then you take a Xanax, and then it goes blurry. I'm the guy who, as I'm pulling out my penis, it goes blurry, so then they can still show it on television. It's like, hey,
it's not embarrassing for everyone seeing your
very, very small penis. It's not, well, so you always say
your little 35 millimeter.
You always say it's small. It's not that it's small. It's that it's very long, but it's thin like a pencil.
Is it
It's
really?
thin like doctors call it a medical anomaly. They've looked at it and they're like, this is terrifying. I don't know what to do about this.
Oh, I mean, you hung out with Ghislaine, so you probably.
Yeah, no, she showed me his pictures.
He has an egg-shaped penis, like the one we saw in that movie.
Yeah. No, it's Easter's a nightmare over there. It's horrible, frankly. But yeah, so I'm in that Xanax commercial, and it's a woman who they've pitched it to me. It's a woman who's very stressed out, and she's at a strip club, and it's like her best friend's like bachelorette party, and I come out and I'm about to like strip, and then she like pops a Xanax and it blurs it out, and I'm excited for it. It's only going to be playing on YouTube Kids, which I think's a weird choice. Because I don't know that a lot of kids do Xanax, but like sometimes, you know, like the algorithm does weird things. Who are we to question it, frankly?
Can I be in your movie?
Yeah, absolutely. You can be in. You have license to be in anything I make except for foods. If you pop out of foods, that's going to be a problem.
What do you mean?
Like how people pop out of cakes at birthdays and stuff. If I make food and you pop out of it, I'm going to be like upset.
What if it was like a fake me? Like the cake was real, but I was made out of cake too when I pop out.
Could I eat it?
Yeah, I made out of
Does it
cake.
feel pain? Does it want to be eaten? I wouldn't want to cause even cake you pain.
I mean, it's not me.
That's fair. Yeah, you know what? Highlander rules. There can only be one. I want you to be the one that survives. Yeah, I'd eat you. I'd eat cake, Janie.
That's cool.
I'd eat cake, Janie's ass.
Do you want to talk about your movie real quick? You want to plug anything?
Yeah.
Before we have our final moments.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm making a horror movie, and I'm very excited about it. I can't tell too much, but it's going to be very practical effects heavy. It's going to be a little bit 90s meta, but it's generally just going to be a excuse for us to play with as many subgenres of horror movies and explore how all the subgenres kind of bump up against each other within one movie, which we're excited about.
That's super cool.
We also want to plug manfax.org. Manfax.org.
I'll second that plug.
We are we want to be Reductress's like brother site. Like Reductress is doing is genius, and we like
right.
so our premise. Shouts out to Reductress. Our premise is basically from the spectrum of Joe Rogan to Alex Jones, the manosphere, and the survivalist do it on your own grit. It's very funny to reduce that to clickbait articles, which is inherently a silly, yuppie thing. So we have a lot of fun. Janie has written some wonderful articles on that.
Thank you.
Very great stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I'd like to. Oh, I would also like to plug just the concept of Flamin' Hot products. I think they're great.
Like
Keep making them hotter. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They have the double. They have the double hot ones
like
now
Takis.
that I've been
Takis
eating.
Are pretty good.
Takis are great
you know
too.
What? I like the fries. You know,
Yeah. I just wanna plug spicy snacks.
Cheetos that much though.
That's fine.
I like jalapeno shit.
You don't have to plug them, but I'm gonna plug them. I'm gonna plug Flamin' Hot.
I'll plug the Snyder's like jalapeno pretzels.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm also gonna plug the jalapeno Cheetos, the crispy ones.
Yeah, I actually have some in my car. Do you want some?
Yeah,
you're welcome. I will grab those after those. Yeah. One more thing I want to plug quickly. I forgot about it. There was a Simpsons joke I totally forgot about, and I saw it again, and it was incredible.
Let's hear it.
There's a joke. It's one of those background gags where it's text, and it says, "Sneed's Seed and Feed, formerly Chuck's." So the implication is that it's Chuck's Suck and Fuck. It's a very dirty joke that they slipped in for a frame.
That's cool.
And I was like, that was a banger. Fucking Harvard writers.
On that note,
Yeah.
we've come to our game of the evening.
Yes.
I have with me a map of the United States,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna name a state, and you're gonna tell me the capital, and if you can't get it, you gotta huff these poppers.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do that until
I pass out and die.
yeah.
So if this is my final podcast, I want to say thank you guys. Yeah, hit me with it.
Okay. California.
Los Angeles.
Sacramento, bitch.
Sacramento. Oh my god.
Sacramento, bitch.
I'm so bad at geography. How do I even do these?
You don't know how to do it?
Do I just like?
Yeah, just sniff it.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Nevada.
Los Angeles. All right, give me another one of those hits, man. I'm revved and primed to do it, brother.
All right.
Oh, it is not healthy to take too many of these in one go.
Well, get the states right.
I'm trying.
Okay. Georgia.
Atlanta.
Good. Maryland.
Oh, fuck, I live there. I should know this.
Come on.
Baltimore.
I can't see it. I'm gonna see. No, bitch, it's Annapolis.
Annapolis, why? Is it safe to do these many poppers in a row? Am I okay.
It just makes you gay. It doesn't like kill you.
Oh God. Okay, next one. Dear fuck. Please keep this going. Next state, give it to me. It's already the poppers are wearing
Alaska.
up. God, are there cities in Alaska?
I'm not looking. I just know these.
Pardon me, ma'am. Is that the Chattanooga? A choo-choo. Is that the capital? Did I get it right?
No, it's Juneau.
Juneau. God damn it. Oh, dude. Fucking Diablo Cody ruins everything she touches. Shouts out to Elliot Page,
Shouts
though.
out to Jennifer's body.
Elliot Page, dudes rock. Whew. Hello.
This is like
All right.
Montana.
Oh, fuck you. Montana. Okay, so Leo was in The Revenant, and the diaspora has 26 sides.
I'll accept Hannah.
Hannah.
It's
Thank God.
It's Helena.
It's Helena. You're really helping me out here. I am doing weird.
Yeah. Have you done poppers before?
Yeah, I've done poppers once or twice. I've always been like, this short. Weird.
It is short and weird. Ask me if you. I'll play the game too.
All right, Virginia.
Virginia. The capital is. Oh shit.
We're really bad at geography.
No, man.
It's so bad.
I used to know like all this. This used to be something I was good at.
This-
Fucking Virginia's is like
If we're-
Lexington.
Yeah, no, it's not Lexington. That's a good guess, though. It's Richmond.
Richmond's.
Yeah. Next one I'm going to give you is Florida. Next one I'm going to give you is Florida. She's taking a pomper. I feel like people should know that.
Florida. The capital of Florida is fucking. It's Tallahassee.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh god.
I have no idea.
Fuck. I'm too heavy to move the fucking.
Well, we're talking about heavy things here.
Damn.
This is a heavy. This is a heavy podcast.
Yes, it's Tallahassee. I was right.
This isn't your.
Oh my god, my head.
This isn't your
Oh
light.
my
This isn't
God.
your light fluff podcast. We cover the real issues. Let's ask the real questions. Virgil, Texas, if you're out there, did Nick Mullen write those tweets about you? You have 10 days to answer, or else we'll start a podcast called Bad Faith and put you in the cover photo and then not have you in it.
Virgil, how about you? I got some Texas you can Virgil on over here.
Yeah, Virgil, take
What's
that.
the capital of Texas?
Virgil.
All right, that's good.
That's
good.
it.
Thank you.